Hello everyone, and welcome back. This is Thegameconomist, and today I'm going to be talking about all of my updated heavy bowgun builds using the new Xeno Gamma Armor. Build number 1 is going to be used for actually farming Arch-Tempered Xeno. It's my budget Pierce Ammo build for those of you who do not have everything you need to have an optimized build. I know I've shown off a counter build where I use the Turret, Assault support, and I had the Pierce Jewel for it, Pierce Decoration. Well, this is a budget build. Just about everybody on console should be able to build this. Even people on the PC should be able to build this when Lunastra comes out later this month, right? So this is your budget Pierce Ammo build. If you don't have Empress Cannon Sticks, you can even go as far as choosing the Legiana Heavy Bowgun, which is also known for Pierce Ammo level 3. It's just, I prefer the Empress Cannon Sticks because it comes with spare shot. So I thought I'd start the video out with this build so that you guys can reasonably go get the actual Xeno Gamma Armor set, and the rest of the video is more relevant to you once you have that armor. Build number 2 and 3 are for the Dark Devourer. I have an attack build and a defense build. The attack build is for essentially speedrunning or burning through a monster. I use it all the time. Like when I'm trying to get research commission tickets, this is the build I use because you will deal so much damage to the monster before the Temporal Mantle and before the Rocksteady Mantle run out. The fight's over. And the new Gamma set didn't really change it too much. It's mostly the same. You got a few extra decoration slots with the Gamma Armor, but the crit boost skill doesn't actually affect cluster bombs, it doesn't affect the Wyvern ammo, and it doesn't affect the sticky ammo. So crit boost isn't helping, you're just getting a few extra slots, and you'll notice I've been able to fit 3 levels of artillery onto the build, which I think that was the clear difference between the old build, and that's kind of helpful because reasonably you might use a few sticky shots to cause a KO on a monster you're trying to juggle, and especially on wake-up attacks you'll use the Wyvern ammo. So if you think that that's not as good as having 2 more levels of attack boost for your cluster bombs, just throw on 2 more levels to attack boost, just do that. Alright, that was the attack build. Barely anything changed. Same can be said for the defense build. It's kind of the same case where it was obvious to me I had a few more decoration slots. It felt like 2 or 3 decoration slots opened up, and that honestly didn't change very much. I have health boost, I have fire resistance, I have evade extender, I have guard up. Right, I don't think the old version had guard up. Of course, I have fortify. Fortify should basically be on all of your builds. It's way too cheap and way too powerful. And then you'll also notice I have free element ammo up. That's going to allow me to carry 4 shots of sticky ammo, and the artillery skill is going to make that sticky ammo more damaging. I like to take the defense build into multiplayer because it's kind of hard to use cluster bombs in a multiplayer setting. You're going to knock your teammates away from the monster. So what you can do is instead you can spam the sticky grenades and have the slugger skill with yourself, and you'll cause knockdown after usually about 2 or 3 knockdowns on the monster before the monster is dead. This was a very popular build before people really caught on to the cluster bomb meta. People were already spamming sticky ammo. Alright, we're done with the Dark Devourer. I guess the last note I would say is Magna Gametis is not going to show up on the list just because if you want to use Magna Gametis, simply trade it out with Dark Devourer. They're the same gun, except Magna Gametis deals a little less damage and it has the paralysis ammo. So again, the Dark Devourer builds are basically Magna Gametis builds, right? We don't need to see them separate. And then now we're going to take a look at the Glutton Heavy Bowgun. So Glutton Heavy Bowgun, this is really another speedrunner's weapon. It's very, very, very powerful. I'm questioning how much the spare shot skill will actually affect the Glutton Heavy Bowgun, because it already has a large clip of 8 bullets. I feel like it's kind of one of those issues of diminishing return, like maybe you'll have a 10 shot clip. Technically that will decrease your kill time, right? Is an improvement, but I don't know if it'll decrease the kill by that much, you know? Maybe it will, maybe you'll have to reload 5 times fewer, 4 times fewer, I'm not sure. So there's the Glutton Heavy Bowgun is going to benefit from the spare shot skill, but it's going to be only by a little bit because it's already got a large ammo clip. However, what was interesting is the Gamma Armor fits in with it pretty well, just because it comes with crit boost. Since you're getting crit boost from it anyways, you're able to fit it in the build really efficiently, and that's what I've done. The most damaging Glutton Heavy Bowgun build, I was studying Ariana's work to see like what he was going with, and I think this would technically outdamage it, just between spare shot and not really losing much damage. What you've really lost is Agitator. Agitator is going to give you a little bit of damage, but comparing that against spare shot, based on what I know about spare shot, you should be picking up damage with this new Glutton Heavy Bowgun build. Alright, build number 5 goes to the Terreth Assault Support. This is a Pierce Ammo level 3 heavy bowgun. You'll notice that I focus on maximizing the static affinity types, Maximum Might and Critical Eye. Weakness Exploit only needed to be at level 2 in order to finish it off. Crit Boost is maximized, Free Element ammo up for an extra 2 shots in the chamber, and Evade Extender is actually a skill I think is pretty valuable to the Pierce Ammo heavy bowguns. That has to do with the fact that positioning yourself really well really does increase the damage of Pierce Ammo, because one, you're able to create enough distance between you and the target to get the ranged attack up mods to activate. The other issue is you can shoot from a new angle that's going to allow the bullet to travel down the length of the monster's body. So this is really one of those cases where Evade Extender really does give you more damage. It's not just a defensive skill in this case. Other than that, Piercing Shots, the decoration is on the build, and Fortify. Now obviously, you're not going to be able to copy this build unless you have the Pierce decoration. Really sucks just because it's such a rare one. It took me 1,500 hours before I got my Pierce decoration. It was really bad. I was just really unlucky. I'm actually still missing a Focus decoration. So like I have 0 Focus decorations, and I am 1,800 hours into the game, 1,800 hours. So I know how it is, guys. If you don't have the Piercing Shots decoration, I recommend just drop it off of the build and play it this way anyways. You're going to lose 10% damage. It's not going to be too bad though. It's going to be about the same, okay? So that's my recommendation. If you don't have it, just drop it. Next up on the list, we have the Terreth Assault Horn, build number 6, the Horn Heavy Bowgun. So this is really one of the heavy bowguns that was affected the most by the new Xeno Gamma Armor set, and that's because it's capable of actually dealing some pretty high damage with its spread ammo, and the spread ammo conveniently pairs well with the Wyvern ammo on the heavy bowgun. In the past I didn't use it just because, I don't know, I preferred the Griffon Bazooka. That's probably going to change now that I have the Xeno Gamma Armor set, just because you're getting that spare shot with the crit boost built in. It's so easy to build for a crit boost damage spread shot build, but also being able to bring your boosted Wyvern ammo and being able to bring your special ammo boost. It's going to do crazy damage. You have 3 ways to do damage now: spread ammo, Wyvern ammo, and your special ammo. And by the way, if you guys didn't know, this is the heavy bowgun that does the most Wyvernheart special ammo damage. Okay, so that's one reason to use it. If you can trap a monster in a cage, you know, a pitfall trap or an electric trap, shock trap, whatever they're called, and you can get the whole thing out on the monster, you're going to deal tremendous amounts of damage. And if you can't put them in a trap, just put on your Rocksteady Mantle so that they can't interrupt you. It just does tons of damage. So the Horn benefits from the new Gamma Armor set because the clip for the spread ammo is a pretty small clip, but now you're not going to have to reload as often because you're getting that spare shot in, and it's coming in very efficiently, so you're still able to build all these different things. If you were to optimize it, I would tell you either try to optimize the Wyvernheart or optimize the Wyvern ammo. If you're making an argument for the spread ammo, the only problem is the Glutton Heavy Bowgun is still going to be your best option for spread ammo. So in other words, Horn was affected greatly by the new Gamma Armor set, but it still doesn't necessarily do spread ammo the best, and what's most interesting about it is still the Wyvernheart, which it does do the best. Alright, and last up on the list we have the Griffon Heavy Bowgun. Of course we can't leave this one out, because it is the best source of Wyvernsnipe damage. Now, I'm not entirely sure how much the Wyvernsnipe ammo is affected by crit boost. I noticed that when it pierces through the first time, you can actually get a crit, so I suppose you could build for that, and then you could also add, if you already have the pierce decoration, you can throw the pierce decoration in and just bring some good pierce ammo with you and get a little bit of pierce and a little bit of that Wyvernsnipe together. That's if you want to. I think you could definitely do that for fun, but in my opinion, probably still what it excels at, similar to the Horn, what the Horn's going to excel at is the Wyvern ammo. That's why these heavy bowguns are on the list, is just their high damage Wyvern ammo. It's a really great ammo type, except that you don't have a lot of it, which is why it's so dependent on the spare shot skill, right, as well as bringing farcasters in order to go back to camp and get more ammo if you ran out. Now, once again, one of the reasons why I think the Horn kind of got away with so much is just because it has that spread ammo, and the spread ammo pairs well with the close range mod that you bring on the Horn. The close range mod, you use that to boost the damage of your Wyvern ammo. Well, over on the Griffon Bazooka, it's not so lucky, right? Like if you have the pierce ammo, what you really want is the ranged attack up mod, right? That's what you want for your pierce ammo. And unfortunately, if you do that, that means you're not going to be building close range mods for Wyvern ammo. So it's more likely you're going to have close range mods and you're going to be running Wyvern ammo, and your pierce ammo, if you built for it, is not going to have a big benefit to it. You could go with normal ammo alternatively, but normal ammo is really not going to be as impressive as the spread ammo on the Horn. So I kind of feel like the Horn has kind of got a lead over the Griffon Bazooka at this point. Like you can say in a tier list, Horn and then Griffon Bazooka. Griffon Bazooka would be under the Horn. Alright, well that is all of the heavy bowguns. I included the build at the beginning that showed you anyone can put a build together for farming Arch-Tempered Zenitchiva, so I hope you consider that if you haven't already defeated him. And yeah, let me know what you think of the builds. Tell me if I made any mistakes. Every now and then I'll make a dumb mistake. I'll have too many crit eye, too many vitality, something like that. Yeah, if you noticed any mistakes, just point it out in the comment section, and I'll be working on the light bowgun builds next.